Hi, welcome back to this channel for this pick a card reading of the most important step you need to take at this time. I figured we're going through such a kind of cleansing, purifying process right now with the new Virgo moon. A lot of tumultuous aspects today, of course, with Jupiter squaring off with the moon, and then the moon also opposing Saturn. If you check out Archie Dunlop's channel, he goes more into the astrology today, or any other kind of astrologer. But it's quite an interesting day. We're coming across a lot of confusion with Mars square Neptune as well. So it's a very interesting new moon. It's kind of, a new moon of cleansing, of purification, of perfecting something. It is a mutable earth sign, right? So it's all about perfecting the tangible realm around us. So we're going to go ahead and get some more advice for you on the most important step for you to take, especially if you've been feeling a little bit out of sorts, out of whack. I figured let's get a sense of grounding, right? And let's see any other messages for each pile for the steps they should take. Just relay that for that one. Lay that for that one. And for pile 3, most important, this one seems to be sticking out. All right, so if you feel comfortable, please go ahead and make a choice. Blue, aquamarine will be number 1. This kind of garnet will be number 2 with this red, deep red. And then we have the rhodochrosite, kind of pink and darker elements here with pile 3. So again, pile 1, 2, and 3. Take a moment and decide which pile seems to have the most important advice or the reading that you should go towards as your guides tell you. And this is just a pillar of smoky quartz I received. Okay, and we'll start with pile 1. Okay, pile 1. Welcome. And this will be what most important step to take, what you should be doing at this time. We have 52 in the reverse here. So maybe they're coming out of some kind of business contracts as well. Go ahead and pull this up. Do you doubt your unique inner magic? Are you afraid that you have no originality or that creative juices don't flow through you? Perhaps you mistakenly believe you're not the creative manifesting type. Interesting. Scarab Beetle Spirit message is that creativity is a living force that comes to all of us from Spirit, who wants every person on the planet to manifest magic and co-create the world anew. You are as capable of resilience and innovation as anyone. If you do what you've always done, you're going to get what you've always got. So draw inspiration into your being and begin to playfully create something new and do it without any judgment. Creativity and magic are your legacy as an expression of the Creator, so let them flow through you. Oh, coagulatio. So this is about, things coming together, things coming into a unified focused point, right? Let's go ahead and read that for you. We have solidity, adherence, and stuckness. Okay, so maybe there was something that was kind of holding you back in some way. Coagulatio is the great alchemical operation of Earth. By way of this operation, we experience that which was fluid churning into a solid formation. The formerly disparate ingredients begin to adhere together in a fixed and solid unit. The result is visible, reliable, and eventually concrete. When you hear the phase, it is finally taking shape. Coagulation is underway. I mean, Virgo is kind of the harvest season, right? After all the effort we've invested in the beginning of the season, right? The shadow aspect of coagulatio is that the elements may have come together without much awareness, and in turn they become unconsciously attached. Inertia and resentment sets in. The parts can no longer separate, even if they wish to. Many long-term relationships have coagulatio aspects, a naturally occurring codependency by which both parties feel unseen or unknown as individuals. The work of coagulatio is to experience the merging with others while not losing oneself in the mush. Look at the sculptures of Louise Nevelson merging into traffic. Interesting. So maybe something about merging in general could have been important in your life at this time. When this card appears, the alchemist must discern whether the earth element is helping or hindering the work. Is the attachment one of benevolence or convenience? Interesting. Sulfur and letter agents of coagulatio. Take note if these cards appear in the same reading as they would indicate an advanced state of stuckness. And your best advice was the Ace of Canes in the reverse. So let's go ahead and look into that. Okay. You feel stuck and utterly uninspired with no sense of clarity, direction, or thought other than into the humdrums. Confused, bewildered, you are staggering through the situation, trying to make sense, but no meaning can be found. Is it possible you have made wrong choices in the situation and are now reaping consequences? Interesting. This could be in your job or your health matters or maybe bad health choices. Maybe this could be something to do with shared finances. There could be something about kind of give and take dynamics here. There could be a sense of feeling like you owe someone something. Could be a level of debt here. Um, Interesting. What most important step to take, though? We'll see advice from here for the most important step you should take at this time. Most important step for pile 1. What would you like them to do to help themselves? Blue flame in the reverse. Interesting. Maybe the red flame is important? Tell us. Maybe I'll grab a different deck. Best advice, please, for pile 1, those who picked pile 1s. No more complaining. Interesting. Complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which are never true spiritually. Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedom. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. Okay, what else? Other advice for pile 1? Best advice. Good Lord. So maybe there's a need to maybe really ground yourself, kind of honor the ancestors around you type vibes, really come into yourself, come into understanding, come into begging for forgiveness is what I'm kind of seeing. Best advice for pile 1, most important messages for pile 1. Frost. Ice cold melting in time, a frozen glance at what lies behind, what lies ahead, what lies within, and the chilling frost of thy undead. Okay, so there could be maybe a new position for you, a new job or something, a new way to serve in some sense. Let's see, 16. Divination and signs. Okay. Winter offers multitudes of ways to practice divination. Puddles, frozen lakes, icicles are excellent surfaces for scrying and finding answers to your most burning questions. However, frost isn't the only place to look for signs. There are subtle cues everywhere for those who are in tune with the universe. Frost has come to your spread to let you know the signs you've been looking for all around. You were guided to have more awareness and to trust in your ability to read the signs. Everyone is capable of being guided by inner spirit, but you block these capabilities when you doubt little pings of wisdom that occur. If you see a butterfly and believe it to be a sign, then it is. The same goes for colors and words you hear throughout the day. Don't discredit yourself by ignoring things that feel like a confirmation. They may seem silly to others, and that's okay. You're an illuminated soul and are guided by a force that transcends a lack of faith. I keep seeing the number 8 and 6 in this reading, so definitely something about shared finances or give and take dynamics here. Maybe something about work. Yeah, something could be like maybe you're trying to collaborate in a give and take dynamic in relation to real estate specifically. Maybe you're planning on moving in or kind of collaborating with them in some kind of emotional sense as well. But let's see. Okay, let's see what they want you to do. What would you like pile 1 to do to help themselves succeed? So it looks like you might be changing where you're living at this point, maybe coming out of a sense of emotional repression or sadness. What else would you like pile 1 to do to help themselves succeed and to be on their divine soul purpose? What would you like them to do to elevate themselves to a better range of karma, please? Maybe there's issues to work through in your real estate or in your family, maybe something to do with mothers here. A meeting with a stranger could be important. Interesting. Tell us more. What do you want them to do? Archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths. Interesting. You could be moving somewhere. There could be like a trip or something. Something about work, maybe a new opportunity in work, or maybe daily routine changes, successful outcomes to your problems here with discord, time to act. Maybe you're not sure if it's a time to act. Very interesting here. Very interesting. Could be dealing with heavy Scorpio energy here, transformation. Something with the occult could be irrelevant. Maybe there are spirits around you, or there are negative spirits sometimes, and they kind of cause havoc in some sense. But it looks like you are able to come into great happiness in the future, or somehow like by distilling this all down. Anything else you'd like them to understand? And make sure you're not, involving yourself with aggressive people, people that are kind of projecting their own issues onto you or anything like that. What lies ahead for pile 1? Please tell us about the future. Lilies, interesting book. And letters. So there's a lot of communication. Maybe there's going to be somebody taking a trip, so you might have to communicate with someone via some kind of social media or some kind of messaging here. But it looks like there's some kind of illumination through the confusion, which lilies can represent in a kind of illusion vibe. So let's see, what else do you need pile 1 to know? Wish fulfillment, interesting. Maybe you want to write a book. This could be actually quite successful if you're considering it. Or maybe learning or through books, you'll be able to come more into your wish fulfillment in some sense. There could be a level of self-care needed at this time, and a need to kind of pull back your energy, not communicate, not forgive someone, not be emotional about something. It's the time to put yourself first is the kind of vibe I'm getting. Let's see, Pile 1's most important messages that you need them to know to succeed. Pile 1's most important messages for their success, please. Most important. A win-win outcome is forecast. So there could be some kind of conclusion of a business contract or a kind of reaping of rewards in this sense. Interesting. There could be something that's kind of been building over a long period of time as you were working through your fears. Maybe there's a need to let go of past patterns of negativity as well. Tell us more for Pile 1. Yeah, this could be something to do with spouse issues or matters, as well as some kind of, maybe you were very commitment phobic in the past, or maybe you had different views compared to other people, but very interesting energy here. Don't know what else we need. Maybe we'll get you a Wisdom of the Oracle as your final piece of advice at this time for what step or action move to take for Pile 1. The Fates, very interesting. 17 here, new business contract maybe, shared finances. Let's see, so it opened right to it. Fate, karma, acceptance that there are things you can't change and knowing what those are. The Serenity Prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I can't change and the courage to change the things I can and the wisdom to know the difference. So there could be something about job matters, real estate. Yeah, something about career, legacy, long-term security, someone with somebody older, authoritarian figures maybe. There are things in life you will never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective by nature and your past experiences can be fated, preordained by spirit for a greater purpose you can't understand in this lifetime. It may not be in the cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work with what those events and your current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the Serenity Prayer. Other people are who they are. You can't change them. The challenge is to accept them as they are and not try to make them otherwise suit you. This is a time to look at how you attempt to mold people to fit your view of how they should be so you can remain in the relationship and avoid discomfort. What if who they are and whatever is happening between you and them in this situation is perfect from the perspective of spirit? Now is the time to accept what you can't change, even if it means that you honor yourself, spirit, and the other person by moving on. Love unconditionally for each of us is on our own journey and we cannot direct that of another. Be aware that this relationship is indeed fated and you are meant to evolve into a better version of yourself as a result of it. Your experiences concerning prosperity and abundance are beyond your personal control right now. You are being invited to accept what is unreservedly. This could be a temporary situation seemingly thrust on by outside forces, but there is an underlying purpose you can't see that has been determined by the fates. It could be a situation you are unprepared for and you may not understand how it will benefit you in the moment. Do not fight the situation. So this could be about, more specifically, about give and take situations or your job, daily routine, health matters. Those could be out of your hands at this time. There could be a new start for you also financially in the beginning, in the future maybe. Ride it out and see where it leads. Surrender to it, and the serenity you need to make good choices from here on out will be given to you. You will indeed flourish. It is difficult to understand why painful things happen to good people. Fate is a mystery after all, yet what we do in our circumstances, the way in which we respond to life's challenges, is how we rise up to great destiny. Now is one of those times to be aware of your powerlessness to change certain situations and surrender to acceptance. Hang in there. Life will only get better. Act as if you believe that, for the only thing you can control right now is your attitude. When you align with the fates, being mindful of what you can and can't change, serenity comes to you. Very interesting, very interesting. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to get you a few chakra cards for the best piece of advice for Pile 1, please. I've listened to my body and my feelings to know what my truth is. This could be in your business relationships or just relationships in general. Maybe when you're, seeing how you respond to other people, you could be having to tap more into your, maybe something about your throat is relevant here as well. Does somebody allow you to speak? My heart is free from all wounds of the past. Interesting. I give myself permission to be my authentic self. This could be in your home life or emotionally or maybe where you live. I'm confident in my ability to make my life work. This could be in your career or long-term legacy or something like that, shared finances or financial opportunities in general. I'm connected to my higher self. Okay, you could be connecting with spirits around you, the occult, and higher inspiration, wisdom, knowledge. Interesting. Maybe you're a big picture thinker. I go beyond my limiting beliefs and accept myself totally. Interesting. Maybe you need to see what is spiritually ordained, or for your real estate, or for your home life, or for the relationship you have with your mother. Yeah, there could be like a mindset shift or something. or like. Tell us last messages for pile 1. I honor the power within me and I honor myself. So this could be about making sure that you have a strong sense of self-esteem wherever you live, wherever you choose or decide to live, that aligns with your solar plexus, that it benefits you financially, basically. So I hope you liked this reading. Please hit like, comment, share, subscribe, or hit the Buy Me a Coffee link if you want to leave a tip. Thank you so much. Take care. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome back. Thank you for being here. Let's go ahead and get into your reading for Pile 2. If you chose this pile, what steps do you need to take at this time? Ooh, lay a solid foundation. Very interesting. Beaver Spirit is here to tell you about a power living within you that is born of spirit, the source from which all life arises. This is the power to establish the sacred connection with the universal consciousness so you can deliberately co-create the world you desire. Know it takes work, determination, and sustained effort to co-create and lay a solid foundation for your dreams. If with spirit as your partner, you bring the twigs and branches of intentions and desires and spread them across the river of time, you'll be amazed at what you can do. You will find that you can even change the direction of the flow of life. You can ensure that your world will be prosperous and purposeful, filled with love and joy, and rich with magic and meaning. That which you desire will come to you and remain sustainably if you build on a sturdy foundation. Keep your intention and energy consistent and deliberate, using all resources and the energy of this wonderful, productive time. Have faith, for with spirit you can for spirit to co-create with you. Your success is assured. Spirit is your partner, helping you along as you change the course of your life in the way your heart desires. Interesting. Okay, what else do you need to know about the steps to take at this time? Okay, let's go ahead and read the Four of Candles in the reverse. This could be change in your real estate, maybe, where you live. Interesting. Is it possible that you are feeling stifled by your home environment or the four walls that you perceive to be locking you in place? Things have become somewhat stagnant, and you long for flow and energy to carry you from mediocrity to excitement again, to feel something other than simply secure. It is time to break out of your routine and look for new opportunities. Very interesting. This could be about maybe dating life, joy, creative hobbies, manifesting something in regards to a new start financially as well. Oh, interesting. Sagittarius energy here with the tin. So go ahead and read that. This is a malleable metal, right? It's very reflective. Let's see. Malleable, expansive, and Jupiter. Tin is a silvery white, highly malleable metal. This is in part because tin's structure is composed of crystals in a cubic or tetragonal formation that can be broken or crushed under moderate pressure. When the crystalline structure breaks, a sound known as the tin cry is heard, hence the unnerving sound of crinkling tinfoil. Such is the energy of the tin card. On one hand, it is the tin's Jupiterian nature to expand, to mobilize, to cover the whole territory. On the other hand, the metal cannot withstand much weight or pressure. When this card appears, you may have reached a limit or a breaking point after taking on more than logistically possible under the circumstances. Don't take this juncture personally. More strength is required before taking next steps to support the expansion you see in your mind's eye. Be like tin today. In a good cry or a wail, if a good cry or a wail needs to be heard, let it happen. It'll release the pressure in the laboratory, and you'll have a whole new perspective. In esoteric wisdom traditions, Jupiter and tin are associated with the liver. It's possible the liver may have a wise message to reveal, perhaps about excess and balance. Look deeper at Andy Warhol's 1966 installation of Silver Clouds. You can notice that it's kind of cloudy, kind of weird and watery, murky where you are. You could have Mercury placements, maybe Gemini or Virgo. We are in Virgo season, right? Reflection as illumination. Very interesting. This could be a Sagittarius in your life, or some kind of spiritual person, or some kind of higher understanding, spiritual guidance that is helping you to transform your perspective in regards to money or your self-esteem, maybe a new beginning in these areas. Yeah, new beginning definitely in finances in some sense. And then we have Chiron here. Very interesting. Chiron is about healing. You could have health issues if you are. Chiron, is a healer that was immortal, like going to be wounded for the rest of his life, but he really used that energy to understand medicine, right? And so let's go ahead and see. $103. So this could be a mindset shift fundamentally, or change in like how you communicate maybe, and how you process things, the words you speak, how you manifest with your words, wounds, teachings, and paradoxes. Chiron is a cosmic enigma. In Greek mythology, he is said to be the rejected son of Saturn, who through the pain of abandonment becomes a great teacher and healer. I mean, Saturn represents everything that is real, everything that is like, the kind of dirtier aspects of humanity, right? The kind of grounded earth, the master of the earth signs, right? The kind of devil, right? Such is the paradoxical nature of this minor planet. It demonstrates that our pain is a great resource. It guides us to deepest purpose if we are able to observe it slowly, gently, and with support. When the Chiron card appears, know that you are being called to deepen the work, to delve into tender parts of yourself that require patience and forgiveness. And there is a kind of like, as you work on this, there's going to be some kind of good karma that results from this, right? That a level of maturity, right? A mastery. Victim mentality will get you nowhere. You're past blaming. It's time to let your painful experiences serve as a beacon of light to others. Chiron reminds us of where we've been and where that allows us to go. Read the myth of Chiron to ponder the story of your scar. Chiron is a symbol of betwixt and between, half man, half horse, neither planet nor star. So definitely heavy Sagittarius energy here. Maybe you're taking a trip or something like that, leaving your city, both wounded and healed. In what ways are you paradoxical? Is this part of your strength? Depersonalize your pain by thinking of a person you love and admire. Contemplate their story. How have their wounds served their deeper purpose? Very interesting energy here. Okay, let's get more messages for you on what steps you're taking right now, what else you need to know for pile 2. I mean, this stone, actually, the crystal you chose, if you chose this pile, is about protecting yourself from negative influences, negative forces, demons, such like that. Surrender to the divine full moon. There could be a realization, a real harvesting, a revelation coming to happen in some sense. Let's grab. Tell us what you'd like them to do for pile 2. What would you like them to do? Gain clarity, express yourself clearly, cut off things that don't serve you, and maybe move towards a water sign, or really take care of your emotions. Nurture yourself emotionally, number 1. Realize how important that is, right? There could be a lack of ending something, but also not working on something. Like maybe you're just pulling out energy, but not really closing the final chapter. This could be leading to bad karma or a sense of stagnancy or something like that. Let's see more messages for pile 2, what you need them to do or understand. Successfully overcoming a problem, the more that you care for yourself emotionally, right? The more that you put that as the forefront of what you need to do. And know, there could be too many concerns over sexual matters, and these could be a chain of events that affect your life that kind of force you to face your emotional realm. There could be a time to get out of a situation as well, time to go out and have fun. You could be feeling this urge to maybe go out and have fun. Let's see what else they need you to know, what they want you to do. Heart, love, deep affection, and caring. Very nice. Okay, maybe you're exiting one situation. Tell us more. What do you want them to do? You could be dealing with somebody younger or a younger woman specifically. Tell us more for pile 2, what you need them to know. Stepping into a new experience, opportunities are waiting for you. I think pile 1 had a similar vibe, or maybe Sagittarius did today. You might want to check out their reading. I'm not sure. Beware of greed, though, as you're having a lighthearted, carefree time. Make sure you're not trying to overcompensate the emotional realm by spending too much or something like that, because Jupiter can kind of rule that kind of carelessness vibe, right? But let's see what other advice we can get you to lead you on the path to success. Best successful advice for pile 2, please, for them to be successful. What do you need them to know at this time? Ace of Swords again here, so this is a level of clarity and logic. Speak your mind to solve your problems. Logic, power, heart of the matter, insight, clarity, breakthrough, and ideas. Very interesting here. We have the moon there, so maybe using your intuition will allow you to kind of naturally come into more conclusions, especially when you allow the mind to relax, right? Make sure that you're not being deceived in some kind of sense, but I really think that your intuition might lead you to some kind of advice or something like that. Maybe it'll show you how you might be contriving something that's not working, how there's a lack of emotional intelligence, that there's a need to really protect and care for yourself emotionally first. And when you come from that kind of sphere, when you come from that kind of groundedness, then the choices that you make in your life, you know where to invest your energy because you are prioritizing your own self-care, your own happiness, what gives you growth, what nourishes you, right? So interesting energy. Any last advice for what you'd like pile 3 to do to succeed at this time? Star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, and look a little deeper. So 102. Okay, this again is a new start financially. Strong energy towards that here, or self-esteem wise. The ancients knew much more than we do about our connection with the stars. Their pyramids, temples, and other places of worship created in precise alignment with the stars exist in all corners of the world. What if this ancient wisdom is available for you to uncover now? You're being called to think and listen with your ancient heart and soul, to tap into the part of you that remembers and knows. All ancient secrets are whispered forever in your ears. All mystic knowing blooms in your heart. All potent power pumps in your veins. You're being invited to step into your ancient knowingness, to be held by the rememberings of star ancestors, to look a little deeper if you're feeling stuck. You're being called to do something different, to change your point of view. Creativity happens when we put together two things that don't belong. When we do the unexpected, so often a creative solution is right in front of us, but because we think the same thoughts or act the same way, we miss what's in the open. You're here to remember, to uncover ancient secrets and transmissions, technology and wisdom that are so needed on the planet right now, to unlock your soul's memories of a time when we lived in harmony with Earth. One day will again. Interesting. I am ready to remember ancient mysteries and secrets from deep within. Okay, so this, you have to bring a level of willingness to change your mindset or how you process the world or the information that you filter into your life, right? Allowing yourself to come into more information maybe will really help you to have a better, stronger emotional base of some sort. But I hope you liked this reading. Please hit like, comment, share, subscribe, or hit the Buy Me a Coffee link. Thank you. Take care. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to this reading. Thank you for being here. If you chose this reading, this is your advice on what you should do at this time, what you should do next. So let's see. Ooh, transformation is beautiful. Okay. The whole Holly King. Okay. Very strong Emperor energy, right? And then against nature. Very cool. Okay. Very cool. I'm going to go ahead and pull a few more and then we'll read some of these meanings here. Tell us more. Best advice for what you need Pile 3 to do at this time. What would you like Pile 3 to do? There could be some kind of like level of misunderstanding between you and somebody. Let's go ahead and read against nature. Sorry, let me just pause this while I find it. Okay, so you could have similar energy. Maybe you're also pile 2 as well. Maybe you have similar placements to pile 2, or you might want to check out the reading. But let's go ahead and see. 201 here. On some level, we all know when we are going against nature, we recognize it in feelings of impatience and agitation that arise when trying to force certain outcomes. The Contra Naturam card arrives to remind the alchemist they can't control the uncontrollable. Nature has its way enveloping us in a wild narrative that we can collaborate in but not dictate. No matter our efforts to manage every aspect of our lives, the mess ensues. Spring is soggy, the lotus requires mud. People do what they do. The card heeds a warning not to fight the flow of the Mother Nature or of destiny. Once we loosen the grip of what we think life should look like, a whole new realm of possibilities awakens. Now is the time to be radically open to what nature has in store for you. Watch the Talking Heads music video, Nothing But Flowers. What we resist persists. So this could be something about finances, definitely. Think of this card as trying to force a square peg into a round hole. There's likely a solution waiting for you to see it. Shake things up, dance, tell a joke, or take a break. Be mindful if this card appears with the Saturn or Iron card. All three indicate an overarching structure that might need revisioning. It's almost like you need to revise the structure in some sense, though. In some sense, I don't know. Pile 3's best advice for what you'd like them to do. Okay, this could be more about taking better care of your health, a new start for your routine job, your health life in general. Maybe you're looking to like change your routine in some sense as well. I always trust and follow my intuition, so there could be like an awakening of spirituality or of seeing the bigger picture, and this will lead you to longer-term success, longer-term secure choices in the decision making. With every breath, I release the anxiety and fear within me. This could be about real estate changes, emotional changes, foundational shifts, family shifts. Tell us about pile 3. I am insightful and intuitive, so a lot of reference to intuition that could be very relevant. I mean, I believe I spoke about a lot of intuitive, kind of watery feeling energy in Pile 2's reading, so you might want to check that out. You might be a water sign again. Messages for Pile 3, please, Lord. Grace and generosity, benefactor. So this could be a friend near you. You could cuddle with this person. They could make you feel really happy or joyful or light. They could be a feminine. I feel like I'm talking to a masculine in a sense. Interesting. There's some kind of repair. Maybe like somebody needs to stop or take a break from all the fixing energy, especially if they're like anxiously trying to fix everything and make it perfect. Messages, what you'd like them to do maybe for pile 3. So this could be, you're working through family sorrow with somebody from the past. It looks like the most difficult part of the situation is over. It looks like your job is leading to new opportunities, or maybe your routine or something to do with somebody you met at work could be leading to new opportunities. A chain of events that affects your life, love. So similar cards to pile 2 in a sense. I think they got love and chain of events here. Messages for pile 3's best advice. Something important like a new job or raise, and great worry over nothing. So maybe you'll easily be able to find work. There could also be something about spiritual love here in some sense, or there could have been confusion about a new start in something that you were very passionate about, but maybe your like passions they go in big waves or something like that. There could be some kind of aggression or too aggressive energy, especially if you're trying to force somebody to do something against their will or something. This could be causing a kind of back and forth energy. We're going to go ahead and get you some extra advice. Best advice for pile 3, please, at this time. We have Harvest Moon. Okay, so this is about, consolidating resources with the number 2 here, which can represent kind of harvesting, something to do with Taurus energy here. Let's see. Maybe starting anew. Okay, realigning with the soul, time for a slower pace and self-care. Your higher self chose this card because fall is a natural time for adopting a slower pace. The harvest moon is generally the full moon, and that occurs closest to the autumn equinox and is associated with balance, realignment, and reflection. At the time, the air gets a familiar crispness, and the days are noticeably shorter, and the animals begin to find warmer places to shelter. And no one could blame you for seeking out comfort foods or warm drinks. Slowing down naturally leads to a desire for more self-support, making the harvest moon one of the best moon energies for focusing on spiritual nourishment and well-being. I mean, we are in Virgo season right now. This is the end of summer. It's the harvest time, right? We're purifying. We have to take care of our health or we'll get sick because it's getting colder. Virgo also rules health or the virgin or kind of purification process. Your soul is guiding you through this card to shine a light on your self-care. Prioritizing rest and relaxation is a worthy cause, but making space for all forms of self-care is necessary for feeling supported and fulfilled. Today, you may need to give yourself some grace when a deadline has come and gone and you're still no closer to achieving what you wanted. Tomorrow, you might need that one friend who always makes you laugh, even when it seems as though the world is shifting beneath your feet. The day after, you may need to dance naked and sing in the bathroom using hairbrush as a microphone. I mean, today specifically is not a great day for action, right? We have moon squaring Jupiter, moon opposing Saturn. So there's weird issues at this time with water. You might see that there's slowing down of water, strange weather, colder weather, just unpredictable weather, kind of a dark somberness, right? Reflect on the ways you have neglected yourself, doing so with self-compassion and self-love. I mean, we do have Mars square Neptune as well, which is all about lower energy levels. You could get mysteriously drowned or sick. So it's really important that you are taking good care, going at a slower pace, right? Relying more on intuition than anything else, not action at this time. There's no need to slap yourself on the wrist for forgetting to drink enough water or those times you canceled on your friends at the last minute. As long as you make a commitment to doing your best moving forward, every moment of awareness is an opportunity to make a new choice, and every new choice is a deposit in the well-being bank account. Alrighty then. Well, I hope you like this channel. I hope you like this reading. Please hit like, comment, share, subscribe, or hit the Buy Me a Coffee link if you want to leave a tip. Thank you. Take care.